Hi, so I haven't done this in a while, and I wanted to just take a few minutes to talk about the belonging modality that we developed called the needs languages. So, this modality is so fabulous, and I'm not saying that because I developed it. I'm saying that because I've seen how it works. So, when we developed this modality, we decided to do it differently than other personality modalities. Most personality modalities do it from a perspective of how behavior. Well, I'm going to give you an example of how that kind of looks. So, this last year, I went on a Fruit Loop. So, in Oregon, what that means is the Fruit Loop is where you go in Hood River and you can taste apples. Yes, I went on an apple tasting place. And what it is you taste different variety of apples. Now, there's so many variety. So let's say you have Pink Lady, Golden Delicious. I mean, I'm not going to list them all. I don't even know how many apples there are. Well, that's kind of like a hybrid that they're all apples, but they're different based on their behavior, based on what they're mixed with and all these things. And you can have all these varieties of apples. Well, that's what happens with behavior. If you're looking at personality through behavior, it can change. It can be different. The shape of it can be different. But if you look at it through a processing lens, it's always going to be an apple. That's why we looked at personality through a processing lens and through a belonging lens, because we know belonging is a need. And if we can figure out how people have to process belonging, then we know how the system works. So when we started doing this, we figured most people are hunters and gatherers. Then there's another group that becomes the next set that most people are, because there's 6 types. And this is the way we're communicating, because then how your brain processes, then you'll communicate. Then behavior will come through that. And then there's the most rarest of all. Okay. So, why this is so fabulous is because if you're struggling with conflict, guess what? This can help you learn how to resolve conflict because now you know how to communicate and connect with that person. But it can do much more than that. It can show you, do you want to resolve that conflict? Do you really want to be around that person? Is it because you're repelling? Is it because there's nothing there connecting you? And then you can walk away. You now don't have to take things personally. It can show you so many things. It can show you how to communicate with people. It can show you how to listen to others. It can show you who is safe and who is unsafe because you're able to listen and hear. There's so many things about this. And one of the reasons why I developed this and is so powerful is because many times people who tend to be more neurodiverse can struggle. They can struggle in the workplace. They can struggle in life and relationships. And so when I developed this because it helps people with seeing the patterns and understanding the patterns. Because when you can understand the patterns, what happens is then you can communicate and connect. Then you don't have to be lonely anymore. So this is why I'm sharing this, because if you want to learn more on how to communicate and connect and learn those patterns, that's why we developed it, so you can learn the patterns and learn how you process. And it's super easy. We can start to pick this up easy. And I have a whole bunch of trainings. You can reach out. You just reach out to theneedslanguages.com. It's pretty easy. The Needs Languages. Because we all have needs. And we all have a language. Theneedslanguages.com. So until then, I'll see you next time.